I check 1, 2. Thank you for joining today's presentation of Ripon Tiger Sports, brought to you by Schmidt Lumber, buy where the builders buy, the Diedrich Agency, Ace Hardware in Ripon and Wautoma, Edward Jones, Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics, Butsy Marchand Funeral Home, Fortify Bank, Fusion Heating, Webster's Marketplace, Walsworth, Alliance Laundry Systems, Pastimes Pub and Grill, Cliff's Tire and Battery, Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery, Lamer's Bus Lines, The Heidel House, Hillside Dental Associates, MPB Builders, Ripon Area School District, AirTech, American Family Insurance, Smuckers, Mutual Rural Insurance, Horicon Bank, and 93.1 FM and 1600 AM, The Wave, your hometown station. It's Ripon High School Homecoming Week. Welcome to Berlin High School tonight here on the Ripon Sports Live YouTube stream. I'm Bruce Lank bringing you tonight's Ripon High School girls volleyball action between the Ripon Tigers and the Berlin Indians. Ripon comes into tonight's East Central Conference match with an 8-5 record. Actually, I've had several different numbers on what the record is, so I've been told that 8-5 is not correct. It's actually higher than that for Ripon. So that was following a successful trip to the Clintonville Invitational this past Saturday, where Ripon came away as the tournament champions. The Tigers then defeated Laconia on the Spartans' home court 3-1 this past Friday or Tuesday night. So homecoming week turning out to be good for the Ripon girls volleyball team. Also, earlier today, the boys soccer team played Berlin here in Berlin and came away with a 5-0 victory over Berlin earlier today. And the Ripon girls tennis team played Roncalli this afternoon, and they won over Roncalli 4-3. So Ripon doing very well here during homecoming week. Might get a little loud here as I've got the Ripon student section sitting right beside me. So we may have a little bit of an issue hearing me. I hope that doesn't happen, but we'll hope for the best and hope that that's not the case. So getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner. While they do that, we're going to bring you some of the ads we have. So while they do the Star Spangled Banner, we'll let you hear these messages.
We believe a company, like family, is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliff's Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Are you looking for a new career? The Smuckers facility in Ripon needs you as part of their team. Starting wage is over $20 per hour, full benefits effective day one, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Apply online at www.smuckercareers.com.
Drive your favorite teams to the games with Lamer's Bus Lines. Lamer's is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and a bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or at golamers.com/careers.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry.
The bakery and deli teams at Webster's Marketplace are always cooking up great food for you and your family to enjoy. Breads, buns, cakes, and of course our signature donuts, hand-cut daily to our deli's roasted chicken, delicious dips, and full line of meals for you to take home and enjoy. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Excellence meets innovation at Ripon Area School District through a commitment to continuous quality improvement. Ripon was awarded $1.9 million in grants to expand support for students and their families with school programming and school-based mental health. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin, one person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you in our community. Member FDIC.
We believe a company, like family, is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School.
For a truly delicious lunch or evening dinner, plan a visit to Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups are always available, along with a great variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers, and salads. Be sure to try their popular baby back ribs, available Saturday evening. If you enjoy cooking, stop in and apply at Pastimes Pub and Grill, downtown Ripon.
Welcome back to Berlin. We're getting ready for the start of tonight's clash between the Ripon Tigers and the Berlin Indians here in a volleyball face-off. Introducing the starting lineups for Ripon. Carson Bauman. The libero for Ripon, Ari Brooks. Allie Bumby. Malia Kabalewski. Avery Makarevich. Sheridan Zimmerman, and Erica Mills. For the Berlin Indians, starting lineup will be apparently they're just introducing the Berlin Indians as a team rather than individually, so can't give you the starting lineups. Ripon's got a large student section here right beside me, so it might get a little loud over here tonight. Probably about twice as many Ripon students here as there are Berlin students tonight to cheer for their teams. And I will apologize in advance if some of these students get in the way of the camera. I already had to move the camera because they are standing up and they would have been in the way of the camera, and all you would have seen was students. So trying to hopefully keep the students back so that they don't get in the way of the camera. We are at the northeast end of the gym, so unable to be in the middle where you can get a decent view. They don't have facilities here for broadcasting. So getting ready to start, and it looks like we should be just about ready, and Berlin going to be doing the serving to start, and the red numbers are a little bit difficult being on the far end of the floor to read, so if I'm not able to give names for Berlin players, I apologize. Kabalewski takes the serve and now put over by Mills, and it falls in the back corner, and that's going to be a point for Ripon. Ripon starts off with a 1-0 start, and already the one of the officials come over and told the Ripon students they couldn't do something, so I don't know what that was. So Mills with the serve, and that's going to go out the back line on a service error. So makes our score 1-1 on your Heidel House scoreboard here very early in the start of this match, this set. And Ripon students getting in the way, and so I'm doing the best I can. In fact, they turned my camera on me. I have a feeling this is going to be an issue all night long. So we'll try to do the best we can with getting you guys a decent picture, but unfortunately I don't think the Ripon students are going to cooperate very well. Our score is 3-1. Makarevich with the serve. Now it comes over and drops off of Ripon on the Ripon side for a Berlin point. Makes our score 3-2 in favor of Ripon. Ripon up by 1. Berlin back to serve. And I believe that's Grace Wirch. And her serve goes out the back line, and Ripon point makes our score 4-2 on your Heidel House scoreboard as Allie Bumby comes back to serve now for the Tigers. Bumby with the serve, she gets it over. Set, now hit over by Berlin, taken by Mills. Set by Zimmerman over to Kowaleski. Kowaleski with the hit, and she's going to get the kill off of the Berlin player on the touch. Makes it 5-2. Ripon takes a 3-point lead. Bumby back to serve once again for the Tigers. Bumby with the serve taken by Berlin. Set now put over, and Mills can't control it, and it's going to go off Mills on the touch for a Berlin point. Makes our score 5-3. Ripon up by 2. Going back to serve for Berlin is Camille DeMurray. DeMurray with the serve. Gets it over, taken by Bumby. Now set over to Kowaleski, and Kowaleski can't get it over. So point to Berlin, and they pull to within 1, 5-4, Ripon up by 1. So DeMurray with the serve, Bumby. Now Zimmerman with the set to Bauman. Bauman puts it over. And now the set to Berlin. They get it over, and that falls in the back, just inside the backcourt line, and that's another point as Berlin ties it up here at 5. So back to serve for Berlin. Get it over, and that's going to drop inside the near back corner right here in front of us. That's another Berlin point as they go up by 1, 6-5. Serving for Berlin is Camille DeMurray. And gets the ball over, taken by Brooks, set by Zimmerman to Kowaleski. Kowaleski with the tap over. And they're going to say Kowaleski was in the net, so point goes to Berlin as they go up by 2 now, 7-5 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Brooks takes the serve, give it to Kowaleski, and now she has the air as she slams it into the net. And that's going to put Berlin up by 3, 8-5. DeMurray back to serve once again. Brooks takes it, and it's going to be a Berlin point. Ripon looking a little bit out of sorts here right now. Berlin goes up by 4, 9-5 on your Heidel House scoreboard. DeMurray with the serve, taken by Bumby. Now set by Zimmerman to Bauman. Bauman gets it over, and Berlin now gets it over, taken by Mills, set by Bumby over to Kowaleski. Kowaleski gets it over, and that's going to be out the back line as Berlin gets another point, and they double up on Ripon, 10-5. Coach Landerman wants a timeout we're going to take it with them. We'll be back right after this.
Introducing Walk-In Wednesdays at Alliance Laundry Systems in Ripon. Walk in and interview at Door 2 on Shepherd Street, Wednesdays, 10 to 4. Start at $25 an hour for second shift assembly. Plus, we're working 4 10-hour shifts with overtime on Fridays when needed. We have great benefits including medical, dental, vacation, retirement, and tuition reimbursement. Can't make it Wednesdays? Apply at alliancelaundry.com careers.
Alliance Laundry Systems is an equal opportunity employer.
Coming back out of the timeout, Ripon takes the floor as they're down by 5, 10-5 to Berlin. Back during the serving is DeMurray again as she's put her team ahead for the Indians. DeMurray with the serve, taken by Bumby. Bumby to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Bauman. Bauman puts it over. Berlin keeps it alive, and now they get it over, but hits it into the net, and that's going to be a Ripon point as Ripon pulls to within 4, 10-6, and Malia Kovalevsky comes back to serve for the Tigers. So Kovalevsky with the serve. And that's over, and now it's going to go out of bounds on the first hit. So ace for Kovalevsky as Ripon pulls to within 3, 10-3. Kovalevsky with the serve for the Tigers. That goes over, taken by the libero. Now a set and put over. Brooks hits it, but out of control, and then Ripon can't keep it in play as Berlin goes back up by 4, 11-7. So Berlin with the serve, taken by Kovalevsky. Zimmerman sets it backwards to Bauman. Bauman gets it over, and that's going to fall right in front of the net on the Berlin side for the Ripon point. Coming in for Ripon is Avery Makarevich. Coming out is Carson Bauman. Ripon to within 3, 11-8 with Ari Brooks back to serve for the Tigers. Serve is over. And now hit back over to Ripon, and that's going to go off of Ripon for the kill. As Berlin up by 4 now, 12-8 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin with the serve, and that goes out the end line, and that's going to be a point Ripon as they pull to within 3 on that service error. 12-9 on your Heidel House scoreboard as Sheridan Zimmerman back to serve for the Tigers. Zimmerman gets it over. Bump, set, and now over by Berlin. Ripon keeps it in play. They almost lost it. Hit by Mills, puts it over. Now Berlin, they get it back over. Mills, Zimmerman sets it to Makarevich. Makarevich with the light tap over, and that's going to fall for the point. Berlin can't get to it, and they pull to within 2, 12-10, as Zimmerman back to serve once again for the Tigers. Zimmerman gets it over, now back over by Berlin, and that's going to fall in the court for the point. Berlin with the kill as our score is now 13-10. Ripon trails by 3 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin with the serve. That's taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set. Gets it to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it back over. Now Berlin. Last hit, they got to get it over. Zimmerman takes it. Bumby with the set to Makarevich. Light tap over, and we're going to have Ripon called for being over the line, center line. So another point as Berlin goes back up by 4, 14-10 here in this first set. Berlin with the serve. And Kovalevsky saved by Brooks, and now Mills got to get it over and can't get it over the net on the third hit. So point Berlin as they now go up by 5, 15-10 on your Heidel House scoreboard. So Berlin with the serve once again. Kowalski takes it. Set by Zimmerman. Gets it to Bumby. Bumby with the hit and drops it for the kill. 15-11. Ripon pulls to within 4. As Erica Mills back to serve for Ripon. Mills gets it over. Taken by the libero for Berlin. And now the hit over, blocked by Makarivich. And blocked again by Makarivich. And Berlin, too many hits, a double hit. And that's going to be point Ripon as Ripon pulls to within 3, 15-12 as Mills back to serve once again for the Tigers. Gets it over, and that's going to go out of bounds in the Berlin adult section. And that's a point Ripon. Ace for Mills, 15-13 as she pulls them to within 2. Mills gets it over, and this time it's going to go out the sideline on the Berlin side for the Berlin point. Berlin back up by 3, 16-3. As Berlin back to serve once again. Taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set to Kowalski. Kowalski and has it blocked. Nice stuff blocked by Berlin, and I believe that was number 7 for Berlin, and that would be Jane Hoffman. Oh, excuse me, they gave the point to Ripon, so Ripon's to within 2. 16-14 on your Heidel House scoreboard as Makarivich back to serve. She gets it over. Now back over by Berlin, and it's going to be a point Berlin. I thought it was blocked by Ripon, but it must have come down on the Ripon side. As Bauman back into the game for Ripon, and Makarivich has a seat. Served by Berlin, taken by Bumby, over to Zimmerman. Now Kowalski gets it over for the Tigers. Hit over by Berlin, and Ripon can't get to it as it falls off the touch by the Tigers, and Berlin back up by 4, 18-14 here in this first set. Glad you could join us this afternoon, or this evening rather. Zimmerman gets it to Bauman. Bauman gets it over for the Tigers. It's going to be point Ripon on the lift. Berlin called for a lift, so Bumby back to serve for the Tigers as Ripon pulls to within 3, 18-15 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Bumby with the service error. Point goes to Berlin as they go up 19-15. 4-point lead for Berlin. And we're going to have a substitution for Berlin as coming into the game as Camille DeMurray. Berlin with the serve. I believe that's DeMurray serving. Set by Zimmerman to Bauman. Bauman gets it to drop for the point. Pulls Ripon to within 3. 19-16 on your Heidel House scoreboard as Malia Kowalski back to serve now for the Tigers. She gets the serve over. Berlin on their last hit now has to get it over. That's going to drop right in the back corner on the far side of the court. That was right in the corner. Ripon student section not happy about it, but I can verify it was in. I saw it go in. The line judge was right there, so no problem. And Coach Landerman wants a timeout. We're going to take it too.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
Hi,
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Coming out of the timeout, it's Berlin with the serve. I'm Bruce Link with your play-by-play tonight. Berlin serves it taken by Kowalewski. A little uncertainty there as to whether it was going to be Kowalewski or Bumby. Apparently nobody called it, and it goes out of bounds behind him, gives the point to Berlin on the ace and puts Berlin up 21-16. So Berlin back to serve once again for the Tigers. Gets the serve over, taken by Brooks. Set by Zimmerman to Mills. Mills has it blocked, but that's going to go out of bounds off Berlin, so Ripon point. 21-17, Ripon to within 4 as Ari Brooks back to serve for the Tigers. Brooks' serve is over. And on the third hit now, Berlin gets it over, taken by Kowalewski. Set by Zimmerman to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it over. Berlin now on their last hit. Zimmerman quickly over for Ripon. And Berlin back over a touch. Bumby. Zimmerman with the set to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it over for the Tigers. Now Berlin back over. And it's going to drop on the Ripon side on the block by the Tigers. Ripon a little leery to get too close to that net as they've been called for it a couple of times here tonight being in the net. Berlin up by 5, 22-17 as Berlin ready to serve. Serve taken by Kowalewski. Now Zimmerman sets it to Mills. Mills with the hit, gets it over. And now Berlin, and a block by Ripon back on the Berlin side. And Bumby takes it. Zimmerman over to Mills. Mills gets it over. Now back over quickly by Berlin. Zimmerman with the set to Mills. Mills gets it over off the touch by Berlin. And now a block by Ripon and back over to Berlin. And again, Berlin has it blocked, and this time it'll drop for the point. 22-18, Ripon pulls to within 4 on your Heidel House scoreboard. 22-18 with Sheridan Mills back to serve for the Tigers. Mills with the service error, point goes to Berlin. Puts Berlin up 23-18. 5-point lead for the Indians here on your Heidel House scoreboard. As Berlin back to serve once again. Serve is in the air. Kowalewski. Zimmerman with the set to Bumby. Bumby gets it over. Bump and a set by Berlin. And that goes over. Nice save by Bumby, but she was called for being over the center line. Nice effort on the part of Ellie Bumby. Makes the score 24-18. Berlin has set point. Serve is in the air, taken by Kowalewski. Now Zimmerman, put over by Makarevich. Berlin gets it over, taken by Bumby, and it's going to go off, and Berlin is going to win the first set here, 25-18. I'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post-frame construction, MPB has immediate work available. MPB Builders offers competitive wages and full benefits, part-time positions available for college students and semi-retired individuals. For more about what MPB has to offer, check out their website at mpbbuilders.com.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones.
Which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Brad Tegla-Petra, agent at 920-748-5031.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
The bakery at Webster's Marketplace always has fresh treats for you to enjoy. Our signature sweet rolls and donuts are hand-cut daily in-store, fresh, each morning by our bakery team. Our custom cakes are also baked and decorated right here, always fresh for your special celebrations. And the breads and dinner rolls are made by our bakers just in time for dinner tonight. Stop by our bakery today inside of Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Are you looking for a new career? The Smuckers facility in Ripon needs you as part of their team. Starting wage is over $20 per hour, full benefits effective day one, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Apply online at www.smuckercareers.com.
Welcome back here to the Berlin High School Gymnasium. Getting ready to start the second set here as Ripon lost the first set to Berlin, 18-25. So Ripon hoping to bounce back here in this second set. Want to remind you the ads up in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, they're rotating through. Be sure to support the sponsors that support Ripon High School sports. So serving is Sheridan Zimmerman to start things off here for Ripon, and a long serve is going to be a service there on the part of Zimmerman. Puts Berlin up to start 1-0 here in this second set. So back to serve for Berlin. I believe that's Maddie Rilling, and that's going to be a point for Berlin. An ace for Rilling. Puts Berlin up 2-0 as Rilling back to serve once again. Serve goes over, taken by Kowalski, set by Zimmerman as she gets it to Mills, and Mills hits it, but it goes out the back line. So Berlin up 3-0 to open things up here in this second set. Rilling back to serve once again for the Tigers. Excuse me, that is not Rilling. And I can't make out the numbers, so my apologies. Kowalski takes the serve, puts it over. Now back over by Berlin. Zimmerman saved by Baker, who's in the game now for Ripon. Ripon gets it over, blocked by Makarovich, but Berlin gets it back over. Zimmerman with the set to Mills. Mills gets it over for the Tigers, set by Berlin. And a hit, and it's going to be blocked, but it's going to come down on the wrong side of the net for another Berlin point. Makes it 4-0, Berlin up. Berlin ready with the serve. Goes over, taken by Brooks. And trying to save it is Zimmerman, but she's unable to, as Berlin now up by 5-0. On your Heidel House scoreboard. Ripon just been out of sorts here tonight. The first set they were out of sorts. Here again in the second set, starting out. So serve taken by Kowalski. Baker tries to save it, but it goes into the stands, and another point Berlin, as they're now up 6-0. here to open up this first set tonight, or second set tonight. That goes off the tape on the serve. Kowalewski gets it over. Now Berlin, and Berlin on their third hit, they get it over. Kowalewski takes it, set by Zimmerman. Gets it to Baker. Baker puts it over, and it's going to fall just in front of the net for the Ripon point, and that's going to be Ripon's first point of this set as they're down by 5, 6-1 with Erica Mills back to serve for the Tigers. Mills gets the serve over. And now put over by Berlin, but blocked by Kowalewski and Makarevich. And that'll fall for the Ripon point. Mills back to serve once again. Ripon to within 4. As Erica Mills back to serve once again for the Tigers. Serve is over. Now set. And they get it over. Ari Brooks set by Zimmerman. Over to Baker. Baker gets it over for the Tigers. Bump and a set by Berlin, and that's going to drop just inside the back line and make it 7-2. Berlin up by 5 here on the Heidel House scoreboard as they lead Ripon. So back to serve once again is Berlin. Serve is over, taken by Mills. Zimmerman with the set to Kowalewski. Kowalewski gets it over. Now the third hit by Berlin. Kowalewski. Mills, and putting it over is going to be Zimmerman, although she hits it into the net. Ripon just not looking like themselves like they did in the tournament last Saturday and against Laconia on Tuesday night. So serve is over by Berlin. Zimmerman with the set. Kowalewski puts it over for the Tigers. And a quick tip over by Berlin gives Berlin the kill. Puts them up by 7 now, 9-2. Berlin with the serve, and that's going to sail out the end line. Got a little boy back here shagging balls, so every Makarevich will go back to serve as Ripon trails by 6, 9-3 to the Berlin Indians. Makarevich with the serve, puts it over. Now on the third hit by Berlin, that's going to go into the net, and that's going to be point Ripon. 9-4, Ripon to within 5 as Makarevich back to serve once again for the Tigers. Serve is over, and that goes out the end line on a service error by Makarevich. She'll step out of the game. Ari Brooks will step in. Ripon down by 6 as Berlin leads it here 10-4 on your Heidel House scoreboard. I would expect that Coach Landerman will be taking a timeout here before too much longer. Berlin with the serve taken by Baker. Zimmerman and Bauman gets it over for the Tigers. And blocked by Ripon, and that's going to be a kill for the Tigers as Baker goes back to serve. Ripon to within 5, 10-5 on your Heidel House scoreboard. And we got a fault as Baker stepped over the end line when she served. So point to Berlin. That's a big giveaway point. 11-5, Berlin leads by 6 now. I believe the person doing the serving is Kaylee Olson. And getting it over is Mills. Berlin now with the third hit, blocked by Ripon, but back, Berlin keeps it alive. And again, another block by Ripon. Kowalewski, Zimmerman, now Kowalewski. And Kowalewski gets it to drop off the top of the net. And Ripon pulls back to within 5, 11-6 as Kowalewski back to serve for the Tigers. Malia Kowalewski trying to pull her team to within 4. Kowalewski with the serve, almost blocked by Ripon. Now Bauman gets it over. Berlin on the third hit. It's a Ripon touch, and that's going to fall in the court, and that's going to be another point for Berlin as they go up by 6, 12-6. So substitution for Berlin. I believe that's Kara Fritz. As she comes in, she'll be doing the serving for the Indians. Taken by Baker. Zimmerman with the set two. That was Bauman, and Bauman hits it over and gets the touch, and point gets the kill. As Ripon back to within 5, 12-7, and Ari Brooks back to serve for the Tigers. So Ari Brooks comes in for Bauman and does the serving. So quick tip over by Berlin. Back over quickly by Makarevich. Berlin now tries to get it over. Blocked by Mills, and that's going to fall for the Ripon kill. Ripon now to within 4, 12-8 on your Heidel House scoreboard as Ari Brooks back to serve once again for the Tigers. Brooks with the serve. Now the third hit's got to go over. That goes off Ripon, but out of bounds, and that's going to be a touch for a Berlin point as they're back up by 5, 13-8 on your Heidel House scoreboard. So serving once again for Berlin. That looks like it could be Kaylee Olson. And Kowalski takes it, but it's going to go out of bounds on the touch. So 14-8. Berlin up by 6. So Berlin with the serve once again. And that goes off the top of the tape, and that'll drop. Kowalski can't get to it. Berlin now up by 7. Coach Landerman wants a timeout. We're going to take it with him. We'll be right back.
Summer has its own feeling. It can be active and hot. It can also be cool and relaxing. It's your choice when it's happening in your own backyard. Summer is the time to turn your dream projects into reality, and your neighborhood Ace Hardware in Ripon and Wautoma is here to help. However you want to plant it, build it, paint it, or customize it, Ace is ready to turn your home into your summer oasis.
Ace is the helpful place in Ripon and Wautoma.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
Coming out of the timeout, Ripon trailing by 7, 15-8 as Berlin serves. Kowalski over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Mills, and Mills gets it to drop off the top of the tape. So point Ripon. They pull to within 6, 15-9 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Sheridan Zimmerman back to serve for the Tigers. Zimmerman with the serve, and official said that went out of bounds, so point Berlin. Ripon thought it was in. Berlin said it was out. The referee said it was out, so serve by Berlin. Baker to Kowalski. Kowalski gets it over for the Tigers. Now is set by Berlin. Almost blocked by Makarevich, but comes down on the wrong side of the net. Makes it 17-9. Ripon down by 8 now. This is, I believe, the biggest deficit of the night. 17-9 as a serve by Berlin, taken by Brooks. And that's going to go over, but it goes out of bounds. So it's now 18-9 as Berlin doubles up on Ripon. Second set of the match tonight. Ripon lost the first set 25-18, and now losing 18-9 here in the second set. Quickly over the net was Zimmerman. Now a hit by Berlin, and that's going to go into Ripon, and a block, but it come down on the wrong side of the net. So another point, Berlin. 19-9, Ripon trails by 10. So serve by Berlin, taken by Kowaleski, set by Zimmerman, and putting it over is Mills. And quickly over is Berlin on a lift is what she's called for. So point goes to Ripon as score is now 19-10, and Erica Mills comes back to do the serve for Ripon. Mills with the serve, taken by Berlin. That's going to drop. Mills gets the ace. 19-11 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Hit by Berlin is going to go right into Mills and bounce off her and drop for the kill. Makes it 20-11. Ripon being pretty well manhandled here in this second set. This is the biggest lead of the game for Berlin, of the night for that matter. Zimmerman with the set to Makarivich. And she hits it, but it goes into two Berlin blockers and comes back to the Ripon side for the Berlin point. That'll make it 21-11. Berlin up by 10. So the serve is in the net. Service error by Berlin. That's going to put Carson Bauman back into the game. Ari Brooks will step out as Avery Makarivich will go back to serve for Ripon as they trail by 9, 21-12. On the Heidel House scoreboard. Makarivich gets it over, and that's going to go out the back line. Hit too hard. Makarivich steps out. Brooks steps in for the Tigers. 22-12. Ripon down by 10. Ripon has been playing some very awesome volleyball, but tonight they are just completely out of sorts here. Brooks takes the serve. Set by Zimmerman and putting it over. Point is going to Ripon on the hit by Kowaleski. And Baker back to serve for Ripon. 22-13. Let's see if Eva Baker can be the good luck charm. Baker gets it over and said that went out the back line. So point goes to Berlin, 23-13. Berlin back up by 10 here in the second set tonight. So Berlin with the serve, taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set. Kowaleski, she gets it over, and they said it went out of bounds. No, it's Ripon point. It dropped in the back corner. So Kowaleski with the kill. 23-14, Ripon down by 9 as Kowaleski back to serve for the Tigers. Serve is over and taken by Berlin. Set. Now the hit over off the top of the tape. Baker, and she can't get it to anybody. Ripon can't get to it, and it's going to drop out of bounds on the Ripon side following the touch by Baker. 24-14, Berlin at service point on your Heidel House scoreboard. So Berlin with the serve. And that's over, taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set, and hit over by Bauman. And Berlin, and they get it over now, and Baker, and hit by Mills over the net. Berlin, once again, they get it over, taken by Mills, set by Zimmerman. She puts it over right away, and Berlin gets it into the net for the Ripon point. So 24-15 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Ari Brooks back to serve for Ripon. Berlin set point. Bauman comes out. Brooks goes in. Excuse me. Bauman went in. Somebody went in. think it was Brooks. Ripon with the block, back over to the Berlin side. And now it's going to be hit by Berlin and out the back line. Makes our score 24-16. This will be third set point for Berlin. Brooks back to serve again for the Tigers. Brooks with the serve. And now putting in a nice block by Makarevich. And that's going to drop for the Ripon points. Pulls Ripon to within 7. 24-17 with Brooks back to serve once again. This will be fourth service point for Berlin. Set point, rather. And this time it's going to go out of bounds. Berlin's going to win the set 25-17. We'll be right back right after these messages from our sponsors.
Fresh in our produce department, whole seedless watermelons are $3.99 each. 4 packs of Michigan slicing tomatoes are $1.99 each. And 3-pound bags of B-size red potatoes are $2.99. Large lemons, cucumbers, or green peppers are all 2 for $1. Find these fresh deals and more in the produce department at Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to protect your dream home. And with equipment breakdown coverage, we'll also protect the things that keep your dream home running. So if you experience a sudden mechanical or electrical breakdown in your home, you're covered. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Contact Brad Tagliapietra, agent at 920-748-5031.
Refer to policy for equipment breakdown covered losses, deductible limitations, and exclusions. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
Whatever your building needs are, be sure to contact Schmidt Lumber in Ripon, serving the area for over 20 years with quality products such as insulation, roofing materials, treated lumber, moldings, and windows, doors, and locks. If you have any questions about building materials, Keith from Schmidt Lumber has the answers. Call 920-748-3570, specializing in lumber for every purpose. Buy where the builders buy. That's Schmidt Lumber, 427 East Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
With a full line of insurance products exclusively designed for Wisconsin, call Victor at Victor Magnus Agency. With rural mutual insurance, Victor will help get your personal, business, farm, and life insurance needs in order. For a free quote, visit victormagnus.com. That's Victor, MAGNUS.com.
Back here at the Berlin High School Gymnasium, getting ready to start the third set tonight. Ripon trailing 2-0 to Berlin here as Berlin took the first set 25-18, the second set 25-17. Ripon completely out of sorts here tonight. They have been looking like a top-notch team coming into this. Did a great job last weekend at the Claytonville Invitational, taking the championship there. And then beating Laconia Tuesday night. But tonight they're just not hitting on all cylinders, so to speak. Bumby takes the serve. Brooks over to Bumby. Bumby gets it over for the Tigers. Now over and blocked by Ripon. That was Makarevich with the block, and Berlin can't get it over. They hit it into the net. So Ripon is going to open up the third set with the first score, as Erica Mills goes back to serve for the Tigers. Maybe this will be an omen that Ripon will turn things around. So Berlin with the bump set, now the hit over, and Mills has it go off her the wrong direction. So point goes to Berlin. They tie it up 1-1 here early in the third set. So Berlin back to serve. And that's over. Ari Brooks has it go the wrong way. Mills And Bumby tries to get it over, but she doesn't get enough on it to get it over the net. So again, point goes to Berlin, and Berlin takes the 1-point lead, 2-1 here early in the third set. Berlin with the serve, taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set. Makarevich got it over. Now Berlin gets it back over. Zimmerman with the set. Bumby with the set. And Ripon loses the point as over the center line is Ripon. That's going to put Berlin up 3-1 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin getting ready with the serve again. That's taken by Mills, and again it goes the wrong way, but Brooks saves it, and this time that was Zimmerman got it over, and it's going to go out of bounds now off Berlin. So Ripon point as they pull to within one, 3-2 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin leads it by 1 with Avery Makarevich back to serve for the Tigers. Makarevich gets it over. Now the set, and getting it over is Berlin, but it's going to sail out of bounds on the Ripon side for the Ripon point. As Ripon now even at 3-3. Makarevich with the serve once again, taken by Berlin. Set, and getting it over. Mills right there to garner it. Zimmerman with the set now to Bauman, and Bauman hits it into the net for the Berlin point. So Berlin with the serve once again, leading 4-3, taken by Bumby. Now Kowalewski, and she hits it into the net. So 5-3 now. Berlin up by 2. Berlin back for the serve once again. That's Jane Hoffman. And Bumby gets it over for the Tigers, and it drops for the kill. Off the Berlin touch as Ripon pulls to within 1, 5-4, and Allie Bumby back to serve for the Tigers. Bumby with the serve. Bump, set, and now over by Berlin. Brooks takes it. Zimmerman with the set over to Kowalewski. Kowalewski with a nice spike. She got high that time and got it over the net and dropped it right in the Berlin court. 5-5, Ripon ties it up now. Allie Bumby back to serve once again for the Tigers with our score tied up here at 5. So Bumby serves it over. And now it's going to be off Ripon as they can't control it. They can't keep it in play, and it's going to be 6-5 now Berlin. So back to serve are the Indians. Serve is over, taken by Bumby. Zimmerman with the set now to Bauman. Bauman gets it over. Bumping a set by Berlin, and a hard hit. Blocked by Ripon. That's Kowalewski and Bauman, and that's going to drop for the Ripon kill. 6-6 as Kowalewski comes back to serve now for Ripon. Ripon ties it up. Kowalewski with the chance to put Ripon ahead. Serve is over. Taken by Berlin. A quick tap over, and it's going to be Ripon point on a double hit by Berlin, and Ripon takes the lead 7-6 here in this third set on your Heidel House scoreboard. Kowalewski back to serve once again for the Tigers. And a bump and a set and hit over, taken by Zimmerman. Now Mills back to Zimmerman. She puts it over. Hit by Berlin and over and out of bounds by Berlin. Going to put Ripon up by 2, 8-6. Malia Kowalewski is back to serve once again. And now the official on the other side of the court in the corner, the line judge is saying it was a Ripon touch. Unfortunately, there's no reviews here in high school, so it's going to be Berlin point as it's tied up at 7-7. I didn't see a touch, but I'm not the official. So Ari Brooks with the bump, set now to Mills. Mills gets it over, and it goes into the net off Berlin and drops for the Ripon point. Puts Ripon back up by 1, 8-7 as Ari Brooks comes back to serve. Brooks comes in for Bauman, who has a seat. Ari Brooks gets it over for the Tigers. Set and now over by Berlin, and that's going to fall off the touch by Ripon. Ripon point, or Berlin point, my error, makes the score 8-8 as we're tied up once again. Berlin back to serve. And Bumby takes it, and it's going to go into the Berlin student section for a Berlin point as Berlin now up by 1, 9-8 on your Heidel House scoreboard. So Berlin with the serve, taken by Brooks. Now Zimmerman with the set to Makarevich, and she puts it, and it drops inside the back line. Berlin just watched it, so point Ripon, as Ripon ties it up 9-9, and Sheridan Zimmerman back to serve for the Tigers. Zimmerman gets the okay from the official, puts it over the net, and taken by Berlin. Third hit, that goes over. Zimmerman, Makarevich, and they called her for a lift. So point to Berlin as they take a 1-point lead, 10-9 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Back to serve for Berlin, I believe, is Kaylee Olson. It's either Olson or Violet Leak. And the serve is out the back line, so point Ripon as Erica Mills goes back to serve with Ripon tied here, 10-10. So Mills serve taken by Berlin. And now hit into the net by Berlin for the Ripon point, puts Ripon back up by 1, 11-10. Erica Mills back to serve again for the Tigers. Mills with the serve. And Berlin with the first hit, and that's going to drop for the Ripon point. On the touch by Berlin, ace for Mills. Puts Ripon up by 2, 12-10 here in this third set tonight. Mills with the serve, taken by Berlin. Now the set. Hit by Berlin over the net. Set by Zimmerman to Kowaleski, and Kowaleski with the hit and gets the kill for the Tigers. Puts Ripon up by 3. 13-10 in the third set tonight. Ripon looking to win this third set tonight as they're down 0-2 to Berlin. Mills with the serve, taken by Berlin. Quick hit over the net by Berlin. Kowaleski gets it back over for the Tigers, and that's going to drop for the Ripon point and puts Ripon up by 4, 14-10. Berlin wants a timeout. We're going to take it with them. Are you looking for a new career? The Smuckers facility in Ripon needs you as part of their team. Starting wage is over $20 per hour. Full benefits effective day 1 and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Apply online at www.smuckerscareers.com. And Horicon Bank, celebrating 125 years of community banking. The natural choice to help with your financial growth, helping make secure financial decisions for the long-term stability of you and your family. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC. And Butsy March and Funeral Home, serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896. Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area. Mills with the serve for the Tigers as Ripon leads 14-10 coming out of the timeout. Mills gets it over. Berlin on the set. Now the hit, and that's going to drop inside the sideline right in front of the Berlin student section for the kill. Pulls Berlin to within 3 on the Heidel House scoreboard, 14-11. Ripon leads it here. As Berlin with the serve and a service error into the net. That'll make our score 15-11. Ripon leading by 4 now is Avery Makarevich. Back to serve for the Tigers. Serve is in the air, taken by Berlin. Set, now hit over, blocked. And that's going to fall on the wrong side of the net. It falls on the Ripon side of the net for the Berlin point as it pulled it within 3. Ripon leads here 15-12. Berlin back to serve. That's over. Bumby takes it, set by Zimmerman, and hit over quickly by Berlin, and Bauman gets it over, but they called Ripon for a lift. Ripon doesn't know where the lift came in, but got to go by the call of the officials. So Berlin to within 2, 15-13. And the serve is over. Taken by Brooks for the Tigers. That goes over. Now Mills gets it back, and putting it over is Bauman. Set, and a hit by Berlin. Brooks saved by Zimmerman, and lack of communication as Brooks and Mills try to both go for the ball, and it doesn't go over the net. So Berlin now to within 1, 15-14 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Bumby takes the serve. Zimmerman, and Bauman gets it over for the Tigers. Set by Berlin, and a hit over taken by Zimmerman. Brooks and Kovaleski can't get it over, and that's going to be another point as Berlin ties it up here at 15-15 here in the third set. So back to serve for Berlin, Jane Hoffman. Hoffman with the serve. Taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set to Bumby. Bumby gets it over, drops it for the point. Ripon goes back up 16-15 as Ali Bumby comes back to serve for the Tigers. Ripon up by 1. So Bumby with the serve. That goes over, taken by the Berlin libero. And blocked by Ripon, back over the Berlin side, and it's going to be Ripon point. And they're calling Berlin for a lift. So Ripon back up by 2, 17-15 as Bumby back to serve once again for the Tigers. Ripon needs to distance themselves here. Bumby gets it over on the serve. Now taken by Berlin, they get it over. Brooks, Zimmerman with the set to Kovaleski. Kovaleski has it blocked. Mills, Zimmerman with the set to Bauman. Bauman can't get it over. Blocked by Berlin, and now hit by Zimmerman over, and that's going to drop for the Ripon point as Ripon goes up by 3, 18-15, and Ali Bumby back to serve once again for the Tigers. Taken by the libero for Berlin, and this one's going to go out of bounds off Berlin's touch, and point Ripon as Berlin's up by 4 now. Ripon leads by 4, 19-15 on the Heidel House scoreboard. Ali Bumby back to serve once again. Taken by Berlin, set now, puts it over. Goes off Mills, saved by Kovaleski, and Zimmerman gets it over. Berlin with the set, and a hard hit that's going to go out the back line for Berlin. So Ripon point is Ripon up by 5. Berlin wants a timeout, we'll take it with them. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Greg Gregolovich at 121 Watson Street, or Shad Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac Street to learn more. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented train dealer, offers service on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time. Fusion Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and the surrounding areas. So coming out of the timeout, Ripon leading 20-15 here in the third set as Allie Bumby back to serve for the Tigers. Ripon distancing themselves at the moment as put over, and Berlin can't get it over. And it's going to be Ripon point as Berlin was over the center line. 21-15, Ripon up by 6 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Allie Bumby back to serve once again for the Tigers. Serve is over, taken by Berlin. And saved, kept it in play. Ari Brooks now set by Zimmerman over to Kowalewski. Kowalewski with the hit, and that's going to be a point on the touch. Kowalewski with the kill for the Tigers. 22-15, Ripon up by 7. An exciting match here in this third set as Ripon starting to put the pieces together. Bumby serving once again. That nicks off the top of the tape. A touch by Berlin. Bumby gets the ace. And Ripon goes up by 8, 23-15. Bumby once again to serve for the Tigers. Serve is over the net. Now set by Berlin. Quickly puts it over. And set by Zimmerman to Bauman. Bauman gets it over, and that's going to fall on the touch by Berlin. So 24-15, Ripon with set point here in this third set, leading by 9. Bumby gets it over. Set by Berlin. Now hitting it over. Blocked by Bauman, and that's going to go down on the Berlin side. And they're saying it's a Ripon error, and it's going to be Berlin point. So once again, set point for Ripon, second set point, as Brooks takes the serve. Zimmerman with the set to Kowalewski. Kowalewski gets it over, drops inside the back line, and that's going to be the end of the set. Ripon wins set number 3, 25-16.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Brad Teglapetra, agent at 120 Watson Street, Ripon, 920-748-5031.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
Introducing Walk-In Wednesdays at Alliance Laundry Systems in Ripon. Walk in and interview at Door 2 on Shepherd Street, Wednesdays, 10 to 4. Start at $25 an hour for second shift assembly. Plus, we're working 4 10-hour shifts with overtime on Fridays when needed. We have great benefits including medical, dental, vacation, retirement, and tuition reimbursement. Can't make it Wednesdays? Apply at alliancelaundry.com careers.
Alliance Laundry Systems is an equal opportunity employer.
This week at Webster's Marketplace, our signature Angus T-bone steaks are $8.99 per pound. Golden Plump Grade A fresh whole fryer chickens are $1.49 per pound. And family packs of boneless pork country-style spare ribs are buy one, get one free. See the front page of our weekly sales ad for more great deals this week at Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Welcome back to Berlin High School Gymnasium as we're starting the fourth set. Ripon won the third set as they trail 2-1. Ripon won the third set 25-16. Berlin won the first and second. First one 25-18. Second set 25-17. Ripon going to start serving for Ripon. It'll be Sheridan Zimmerman doing the serving for the Tigers as we get ready to get things underway here in this fourth set. So Zimmerman gets it over for the Tigers and getting it over for Berlin, and Ari Brooks sets it. Makarevich gets it over for the Tigers. Set by Berlin, tap over, saved by Zimmerman. Now Brooks gets it. Zimmerman with the set over to Mills. Mills has it blocked, but kept in play by Kowaleski, but Ripon has it come down on their side of the court for a Berlin point as Berlin takes the lead to start things off here in the fourth set, 1-0. So Berlin back to serve for the Tigers. For the Indians. It's been a long day. Zimmerman with the set to Bumby. Has it blocked, and that's going to go out of bounds, but Berlin keeps it alive, and now Makarevich is going to go off Berlin on the touch for the Ripon point and ties things up here at 1-1 with Erica Mills coming back to serve for the Tigers. Let's see if Ripon can win this fourth set and put it into a fifth set. And Mills gets it over. Berlin back over. Now set by Bumby over to Kowaleski. Kowaleski puts it over. Set by Berlin. Hitting it over. Zimmerman with the hit. Set by Bumby to Makarevich. Blocked. Kowaleski gets it over for the Tigers. Zimmerman once again. Ripon looking a lot better in this opening up this set than they have earlier today. Blocked by Ripon. That was Kowaleski and Makarevich. Berlin gets it back over. Zimmerman to Kowaleski and blocked by Berlin, and it's going to drop in the Ripon backcourt for the point as Berlin will take a 2-1 lead here early in the fourth set. So Berlin back to serve. That'll be Jane Hoffman for the Indians. Now tipped over by Berlin, and quickly over, and Zimmerman sets it to Kowaleski. Kowaleski gets it over, set by Berlin. Berlin hits it out of bounds. The side judge called it as inbounds. So point goes to Berlin as they take a 3-1 lead here on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin with the serve, put it over. Zimmerman with the set to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it over. Berlin keeps it in play. They get it over. And two Ripon players go for it at the same time. A lack of communication there, and that's going to drop for the Berlin point as they take a 3-point lead, 4-1, here early in the fourth set. Berlin with the serve, and this time Ripon gets the point as they pull to within 2, 4-2 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Avery Makarevich back to serve for the Tigers. Makarevich gets it over the net. Actually, it goes into the net on a service error. So point goes to Berlin as they take a 3-point lead, 5-2 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Back to serve for Berlin. And I can't see the number. Coach is in the way. So that one goes out of bounds. So point goes to Ripon on the Berlin service error. Ripon within 2 now, 5-3 on your Heidel House scoreboard as Ali Bumby back to serve for the Tigers. Bumby gets it over, taken by the libero. And now hit over by Berlin. And if Ripon would have let it go, it would have been out of bounds and it would have been a Ripon point. But Ripon touched it and it ends up being a Berlin point. But otherwise, it would have been a Ripon point. 6-3, Berlin doubles up on Ripon. Serve taken by Mills. Kowaleski sets it now to Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it over and gets the kill for the Tigers as Ripon pulls to within 2, 6-4. Malia Kowaleski back to serve for Ripon. Trailing by 2. Kowaleski puts it over. Berlin gets it over the net. Set by Zimmerman for the Tigers. Mills gets it over for the Tigers. Berlin keeps it alive after it pinballs around up in the rafters, but they get it over and Ripon can't get to it to keep it in play. So Berlin with a 3-point lead, 7-4. Berlin with the serve, Ripon. Zimmerman with the set to Bauman. Bauman gets it over, and that's going to drop inside on the far side of the court and be a Ripon point. Ripon back to within 2. 7-5, Berlin leads as Ari Brooks back to serve for the Tigers. And searching for the ball, there it is. So Ari Brooks gets set to serve for the Tigers. Serve is over, taken by Berlin. They get it over, taken by Zimmerman. Now set by Bumby to Mills. Mills gets it over, now back over by Berlin. And a set over to Makarevich, blocked by Berlin, and that's gonna go and drop for a Berlin point. Puts Berlin up now 8-5 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Ripon down by 3 after they were ahead earlier in this contest. So serve taken by Kowaleski, set by Zimmerman to Mills. Mills with the hit, blocked. Kowaleski, and they're calling her for a lift. So point goes to Berlin as they're now up by 4, 9-5. Fourth set of the match here tonight. Berlin trailing, Ripon trailing by 4 to Berlin. Berlin with the serve. Taken by Brooks. Brooks to Zimmerman, now Makarevich blocked, and Makarevich puts it back over. And a hit over by Berlin. And going to go off the Ripon touch, out of bounds, and that's going to be point Berlin as they double up on Ripon, 10-5. So looking much more like the first 2 sets that we saw here earlier. Serve is over, taken by Kowaleski, set by Zimmerman. Actually, Zimmerman pops it over right away. And that's going to be a hit, comes right to me. And out of bounds, so it's going to be Ripon point. As Ripon to within 4, 10-6. As Sheridan Zimmerman back to serve for the Tigers. Zimmerman with the serve, taken by Berlin. Set, and hitting it over. Blocked by Ripon, and Berlin keeps it active. And again, Ripon blocked, and Ripon keeps it alive. But it's going to go out of bounds on a nice effort by Erica Mills. So So point goes to Berlin as they go back up by 5, 11-6 on your Heidel House scoreboard. So Berlin with the serve, set by Zimmerman, and Ripon can't get it over, and it's going to be another point to Berlin as I go up by 6 now, 12-6 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin back to serve for the Tigers. Taken by Brooks, Kowaleski, and that hits off the girder, and Kowaleski gets it over. Mills gets it over now for Ripon, and blocked by the Tigers, but it comes down out of bounds and going to be a Berlin point as Berlin now to a 7-point lead, 13-6. This is always a contest Ripon never wants to lose against Berlin, their rival. Serve, Kowaleski takes it. Zimmerman sets it now to Bumby. Bumby gets it over, blocked, and then getting it over was Makarevich, and she gets the kill. 13-7, Ripon to within 6 as Erica Mills back to serve for the Tigers. Mills waiting for the referee and now puts it over. Taken by Berlin, and they get it over. Mills to Zimmerman. Zimmerman now to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it to go over off the top of the tape, and that'll drop for the Ripon point. As Ripon now to within 5 as Mills back to serve once again for the Tigers. Serve is over, and that's going to go off the libero for the point. As Ripon pulls to within 1, Mills gets the ace. Excuse me, Ripon pulls to within 4, not 1, my error. 13-9 on your Heidel House scoreboard here in the 4th set. Mills waiting for Bumby to tie her shoes. So serve, and that's going to go out the back line for Mills on a service error. Gives the point to Berlin as they now lead by 5. 14-9 on your Heidel House scoreboard. So back to serve is Berlin. Looks like Hoffman. Zimmerman sets it, and Bumby puts it over on the touch. It goes out of bounds. But they're saying it went out of bounds. That to me is a bad call, but I'm not the referee. I shouldn't even say that. But Berlin got the point. Brooks takes the serve, and Ripon can't get to it. As another Berlin point, Ripon looking out of sorts again here in this 4th set. 16-9, Berlin leads it by 7. As Berlin back to serve once again. Serve is over, taken by Mills. Zimmerman with the set to Kowaleski. Kowaleski gets it over. Berlin keeps it alive, now gets it over the net, taken by Brooks. Set by Zimmerman to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it over. That's going to drop inside the back line for the Ripon kill. Bauman comes in for Brooks. Ripon down by 6. 16-10 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Avery Makarevich back to serve for the Tigers. Makarevich gets set to serve, waits for the official to give the cue, and it's over. Berlin and Makarevich takes it, and that went right through the girders, went over, and I thought that was supposed to be in play. Not sure how it's out of bounds, but they called it out of bounds. So Berlin gets the point as they go up by 7, 17-10. And the serve is over, taken by Bumby, set by Zimmerman to Bauman. Bauman gets it over for the Tigers. Berlin with the set, and a hard hit over. Mills keeps it alive, gets it over the net. Berlin now, they get it over. Brooks over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Kowalewski, and Kowalewski gets the kill. So Kowalewski brings Ripon to within 6, 17-11 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Allie Bumby back to serve for the Tigers. Bumby gets it over, and they called it out on the far corner. So point to Berlin as they once again go back up by 7, 18-11. So Berlin back to serve. Serve is over, taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set to Bauman. She gets it over. Now the set by Berlin. Blocked by Ripon, and that's going to fall for the Ripon point. Ripon back to within 6. 18-12 as Berlin leads by 6 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Malia Kowalewski back to serve. Gets it over. Taken by Berlin. Now the set. And hits it off the Ripon blockers. Falls on the Ripon side of the net. And that's going to be another Berlin point. Makes it 19-12 as Berlin back to serve once again for the Indians. Serve is over, taken by Bumby. Zimmerman with the set to Mills. Mills gets it over. That's going to drop for the kill for Mills. As Makarevich comes in, Bauman goes out. 19-13, Ripon down by 6 as Ari Brooks back to serve for the Tigers. Brooks with the serve over. Berlin gets it back. Now Kowalewski gets it back over for Ripon. Set by Berlin, and they get it over, and it's going to fall on the Ripon side on the block. Ripon trying to stay away from that net and away from that center line, and it's been hurting them all night long. As Berlin up by 7, 20-13 as they're serving. Serve is taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set to Makarevich. Makarevich with the tap over. And now Berlin gets it back over. Blocked by Ripon, back over to Berlin. Berlin gets it over. Makarevich gets it back over again. And now a tap over by Mills. Nice job by Mills to get that ball over and get the kill for the Tigers. Ripon within 6, 20-14 as Sheridan Zimmerman back to serve. Tigers trail by 6. Serve is over, taken by Berlin. Now quickly hit over, and Zimmerman over to Mills. Now Kowalewski puts it over for the Tigers. Berlin gets it back over, but that's going to be out of bounds out the back line. As Ripon to within 5. 20-15 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Ripon got some work to do here. Zimmerman with the serve. And that one's out of bounds, and another point to Berlin on the service error. 21-15, Berlin back up by 6, and Coach Landerman wants a timeout. We're going to take it with her. Oh, the official's not giving it to her. Now they give it to her, so we're going to take the timeout with her. Landerman wasn't too happy when at first they didn't give it to her, but we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Drive your favorite teams to the games with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and a bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or at golamers.com/careers. The bakery and deli teams at Webster's Marketplace are always cooking up great food for you and your family to enjoy. Breads, buns, cakes, and of course our signature donuts, hand-cut daily to our deli's roasted chicken, delicious dips, and full line of meals for you to take home and enjoy. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Back here at Berlin High School, Berlin leading Ripon 2-1, and here in the fourth set it's 21-15 as the Tigers trailing by 6. Except for the third set, Ripon has been out of sorts tonight. Not the team we've seen played all season. Berlin with the serve, and A violation by Berlin gives the point to Ripon. Going to make it 21-16 as Erica Mills back to serve for the Tigers. So Mills waits for the signal from the referee with the serve. That's over. Berlin with the set. Now they get it over. Taken by Brooks. Zimmerman sets it to Kowaleski. Kowaleski gets it over. Put back by Berlin. Now Mills to Kowaleski. Kowaleski back over, and she drops it with a light little touch just over the net. Gets the kill to pull Ripon to within 4. 21-17. Mills back to serve once again for the Tigers. Mills with the serve. She puts it over. Berlin gets it over, and now Brooks set to Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it to Makarevich, and she slams it down for the Ripon kill. Nice job by Makarevich finding that hole as Ripon now to within 3, 21-18 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Mills with the serve. Bump and a set by Berlin. Now over, blocked by Ripon. Berlin keeps it alive. And they get it back over, taken by Mills. Zimmerman with the set to Kowaleski. Kowaleski puts it over, and another kill for Kowaleski. And Kowaleski pulls Ripon to within 2, 21-19, and Berlin wants a timeout.
Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational opportunities to all students. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere, supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and are striving for excellence. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
Seconds left in the timeout. We want to tell you that, remind you that the Ripon boys soccer team beat Berlin tonight here in Berlin 5-0, and the Ripon girls tennis team beat Roncalli this afternoon 4-3. Ripon trailing 2-1 here as we're in the fourth set. Erica Mills back to serve as Ripon has come to within 2, 21-19 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Serve is over, taken by Berlin. And that went the wrong way, but Berlin keeps it active. Ari Brooks now set to Zimmerman, and Makarevich hits it into the net, so point goes to Berlin as Berlin now with a 3-point lead, 22-19. Berlin with the serve, taken by Mills. Zimmerman gets it to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it over, and Berlin can't return it, so Ripon back to within 2 as our scoreboard, 22-20. Ripon trails by 2 as Avery Makarevich back to serve for the Tigers. Trailing by 2. Makarevich gets it over. Now the hit over by Berlin. Taken by Zimmerman, and that's going to fall out of bounds. Makarevich will come out. Ari Brooks will go in for the Tigers. Berlin leads by 3, 23-20 on your Heidel House scoreboard. As back to serve is DeMurray for Berlin. She gets it over, taken by Mills. Zimmerman with the set to Kowaleski. Kowaleski gets it over. Berlin keeps it alive, and they get it over. Mills, Zimmerman with the set. Bauman gets it over this time for the Tigers. Berlin gets it over. Kowaleski, Zimmerman, and hitting it over and out of bounds. Now they're saying it's a Ripon point as Berlin was in the net. So Berlin trails or is ahead now by 2, 23-21. Allie Bumby back to serve for the Tigers. Bumby gets it over. Set now by Berlin. Hit over. It's going to be a touch by Kowaleski, and that's going to bring us to match point for Berlin as Berlin leads by 3, 24-21. Berlin with the match point. Serve in the air, taken by Brooks. Ripon's got to buckle down. Kowaleski hits it over and point Ripon. Ripon to within 2, 24-22. Malia Kowaleski back to serve for the Tigers. Serve is over, taken by Berlin. Now is set, getting it over and out of bounds by Berlin as Ripon pulls to within 1, 24-23. This will be third set point or third match point for Berlin. Ripon get the point here and it'll extend things. And blocked by Ripon off the Berlin hit. And again a block by Ripon off Bowman. That's going to fall and tie us up at 24-24. Ripon student section going nuts right now. Malia Kowaleski back to serve once again for the Tigers. Berlin takes it. Now the set. Hit it over. That's out of bounds as Ripon takes the lead, 25-24. And Berlin with the timeout. We're going to take it with them. Floral Expressions is a full-service floral shop conveniently located inside of Webster's Marketplace. From centerpieces to balloon bouquets, full wedding flowers to custom and sentimental remembrance arrangements, Floral Expressions is here to help. Floral Expressions inside of Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin, one person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you in our community. Member FDIC.
Coming out of the timeout, Ripon ahead by 1, 25-26. This is match or set point for Ripon. Kowaleski to serve. She puts it over. Berlin now with the set. They get it over, blocked by Bauman, and that drops. Ripon wins the set, 26-24 as they come from behind. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need.
You
We
have to have
deliver
your own
whatever it takes
headset.
service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Brad Teglapetra, agent at 120 Watson Street, Ripon, 920-748-5031.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't.
Getting ready to start the fifth and final set here tonight. Ripon pulls out a barn burner fourth set as they won 26-24 on your Heidel House scoreboard. So Ripon ties things up here, 2 sets to 2 sets. This is our 5th and final set. We only play to 15 points or win by 2, and Ripon will start serving here in the 5th set. It'll be Sheridan Zimmerman back to serve for the Tigers. Zimmerman gets the ball as we get ready to get started here. Ball is over by Zimmerman. Set by Berlin. Hit over, taken by Kowalewski. Zimmerman puts it over real quickly. Bumby. Now back over by Berlin. That's going to go out the back line for the first Ripon point of this first 5th set. Ripon draws first blood as Zimmerman back to serve once again for the Tigers. Serve is over. Berlin with the set. Tap it over and they drop it right in the front corner. Ripon just a little bit out of position as Berlin ties it up at 1-1. Student sections on Berlin and Ripon both getting a little bit rowdy now. Zimmerman with the set. Hit over by Makarevich, but that's going to go out the back line for the Berlin point as Berlin takes a lead, 2-1. Spirit cheers going back and forth now. So Berlin with the serve. Taken by Kowalewski. Zimmerman with the set to Bumby. Bumby hits it over and gets the touch. So point Ripon as Ripon ties things up here at 2-2. Erica Mills back to serve for the Tigers. Mills puts the ball in the air. Taken by the libero for Berlin. And now it's going to fall, and that's going to be a point Ripon as Ripon goes up by 1, 3-2. Erica Mills to serve once again for the Tigers. And she serves it over to the other corner on the far side. And hit over by Berlin. Mills, Zimmerman with the set to Kowalewski. Kowalewski gets it over. And a point Ripon! Kowalewski with the kill. As the Tigers go up 4-2 here in this 5th and final set. Ripon doubles up on Berlin with Erica Mills back to serve once again for the Tigers. Mills puts the ball in the air, taken by Berlin, now with the set. And that's going to be Hoffman. She gets it over. Zimmerman with the set to Kowalewski. And that's going to go off Berlin on the touch into the Berlin stands. So Ripon up 5-2 as they take a 3-point lead. And Erica Mills back to serve once again for the Tigers. So Ripon starts out on the positive side here, 5-2 as Mills serves. And an ace for Mills. Berlin unsure what they wanted to do there, and that ball fell inside the lines for the Ripon kill. Smuckers, are you looking for a new career? The Smuckers facility in Ripon needs you as part of their team. Starting wages over $20 per hour, full benefits effective day 1, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Apply online at www.smuckerscareers.com. And Horicon Bank is celebrating 125 years of community banking, committed to providing excellent customer service in support of local business, community, and individual financial growth. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC. Coming out of the timeout, Ripon leads here 6-2 as Erica Mills back to serve for the Tigers. Mills gets it over. Now the set, Berlin gets it over, taken by Brooks. Set by Zimmerman to Makarevich. Makarevich with the light tap over, and Berlin Can't get it back over, and it's going to be Ripon point as Ripon goes up by 5 now. 7-2 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Erica Mills back to serve once again for the Tigers. Mills with the serve, and that's going to be too long on the service there. So Berlin gets the point. Ripon leads it here, 7-3 on your Heidel House scoreboard. As Berlin back to serve, that's going to be Hoffman for the Indians. Hoffman, Berlin, or Ripon taken by Brooks. Now Kowaleski tries to spike it over. She had the nice, but the jump was just a little bit off and she didn't hit it. So Berlin now to within 3, 7-4 as Hoffman back to serve again. Brooks takes it, and that's going to go off Brooks into the Ripon bench. So Berlin now to within 2, 7-5. Ripon leading by 2 here. Serve is over and out of bounds, out the back line. Ripon back up by 3, 8-5. On your Heidel House scoreboard is Avery Makarevich back to serve for the Tigers. Makarevich gets it over. Set by Berlin. Now putting it over, and Carson Bauman keeps it alive, and putting it over is Bumby. Berlin on their last hit now. They've got to get it over. That's going to be out, and a Ripon point. As Ripon goes up by 4, 9-5 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Makarevich back to serve once again for the Tigers. Serve is over, taken by Berlin. Now a quick tip over, taken by Makarevich. Zimmerman with the set. And that was Bauman that got it over. Berlin now, they have to get it over. Mills takes it. Zimmerman with the set for Ripon. And that goes off Kowaleski, and she hit it too hard, and that's going to go into the Berlin bench for the Berlin point. Ripon leads by 3, 9-6 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Ari Brooks goes into the game as Avery Makarevich will have a seat. So Berlin with the serve, Zimmerman with the set to Bumby. Bumby gets it over. That's going to go out of bounds back in the far corner of Berlin. So it makes it 9-7. Berlin comes to within 2. Ripon needs 6 more points to win this set and match. Only go to 15. Serve is overtaken by Mills. Zimmerman called for a lift. So Berlin now to within 1 as our score 9-8. Ripon leads on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin to serve. That's Mills, set by Zimmerman to Bumby, and Bumby can't get it over. And now a tie score at 9. So Berlin back to serve once again. Serve is over, taken by Brooks, set to Zimmerman. Now to Kowaleski. Kowaleski with the kill for the Tigers. That's going to make our score 10-9. Ripon up by 1 as Allie Bumby comes back to serve for the Tigers. Ripon did an outstanding job in that 4th set to come back and win. Bumby with the serve. Berlin with the set. Now they hit it over, partially blocked by Ripon. Mills can't get to it, and they're going to call Ripon for being over the line. For the ball hitting the floor on the touch. So Berlin point as things are tied at 10. Berlin with the serve, that goes out the end line. Puts Ripon up by 1 now, 11-10 on your Heidel House scoreboard as Malia Kowaleski comes back to serve for the Tigers. Ripon needs 4 more points to win this match, and Kowaleski with the service error into the net. As that ties things back up at 11. So back to serve is Berlin. That's out of bounds in the back line on the service error by Berlin. Puts Ripon back up by 1, 12-11, as Ari Brooks now back to serve. Ripon student section cheering their team on. Brooks with the serve, puts it over. Now the set, gets it over. Touched by Ripon, that's going to fall in the court. I don't know who got their hand on it for Ripon, but somebody got their hand on it. So that's going to tie us back up at 12. So Berlin ties it up once again. 12-12 on your Heidel House scoreboard. Berlin with the serve. And that's going to go out of bounds again, out the back service line. Puts Ripon up by 1, 13-12. Ripon, 2 more points to win this match tonight, as they are tied up at 2 sets apiece. Sheridan Zimmerman with the serve, puts it over. Set by Berlin. They get it over, taken by Mills. Zimmerman with the set back to Mills. Mills gets it over, and that's going to drop for the point just inside the back line of Berlin. So Ripon at match point. We've got a timeout. Let's take it with them. Edward Jones. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Greg Dragalovich at 121 Watson Street, or Shad Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac Street to learn more. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Butsy Marchant, they're serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896. And Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson and find out what's happening in your area. Coming out of the timeout, Ripon will have the serve. Ripon leads by 2, 14-12. They have match points as Zimmerman back to serve for the Tigers. Zimmerman gets it over for the Tigers. Berlin gets it over, and Brooks, and it's going to drop for the Berlin point. Pulls Berlin to within 1, so Berlin getting ready to serve. Taken by Bumby. Zimmerman with the set to Bumby. Blocked and now kept in play by Berlin. Berlin gets it over, taken by Brooks. Zimmerman with the set to Mills. Mills with the tap over. Kept in play by Berlin. They get it over. Mills again. Zimmerman sets it to Makarevich. Makarevich gets it over. Berlin keeps it alive. And now they have to get it over. Kowalski. Zimmerman with the set to Mills. Mills gets it over, and Berlin keeps it alive. It goes off Makarevich, back to Berlin. Makarevich with the block, back to Berlin. And now another block by Ripon, and going to be Ripon point. Ripon wins it, 15-13 in this 5th and final set tonight. What a comeback by the Tigers. I'm going to take a timeout. And we're going to come back shortly to wrap things up here tonight for this game between Ripon and Berlin.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Brad Teglapetra, agent at 120 Watson Street, Ripon, 920-748-5031.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Diedrich Insurance Agency, with offices in Ripon, Berlin, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh. Check us out at diedrichinsurance.com.
Introducing Walk-In Wednesdays at Alliance Laundry Systems in Ripon. Walk in and interview at Door 2 on Shepherd Street, Wednesdays 10 to 4. Start at $25 an hour for second shift assembly. Plus, we're working 4 10-hour shifts with overtime on Fridays when needed. We have great benefits including medical, dental, vacation, retirement, and tuition reimbursement. Can't make it Wednesdays? Apply at alliancelaundry.com careers.
Alliance Laundry Systems is an equal opportunity employer.
This week at Webster's Marketplace, our signature Angus T-bone steaks are $8.99 per pound. Golden Plump Grade A fresh whole fryer chickens are $1.49 per pound. And family packs of boneless pork country-style spare ribs are buy one, get one free. See the front page of our weekly sales ad for more great deals this week at Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post frame construction, MPB has immediate work available. MPB Builders offers competitive wages and full benefits, part-time positions available for college students and semi-retired individuals. For more about what MPB has to offer, check out their website at mpbbuilders.com.
Summer has its own feeling. It can be active and hot. It can also be cool and relaxing. It's your choice when it's happening in your own backyard. Summer is the time to turn your dream projects into reality, and your neighborhood Ace Hardware in Ripon and Wautoma is here to help. However you want to plant it, build it, paint it, or customize it, Ace is ready to turn your home into your summer oasis.
Ace is the helpful place in Ripon and Wautoma.
Whatever your building needs are, be sure to contact Schmidt Lumber in Ripon, serving the area for over 20 years with quality products such as insulation, roofing materials, treated lumber, moldings, and windows, doors, and locks. If you have any questions about building materials, Keith from Schmidt Lumber has the answers. Call 920-748-3570, specializing in lumber for every purpose. Buy where the builders buy. That's Schmidt Lumber, 427 East Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Welcome back here to Berlin High School, where your hometown Ripon Tigers have defeated the Berlin Indians in 5 sets. Lost the first set 25-18 to Berlin. Lost the second set to Berlin 25-17. Then came back and came from a deficit and won the third set 25-16. Then Ripon was really down in the fourth set as Berlin was leading, but Ripon fought back and ended up winning the fourth set 26-24. And then in the fifth and final set of the match tonight, Ripon pulls it out 15-13. So Ripon now 2-1 on conference play for the Tigers in the East Central Conference. Player of the game. That's hard, but I'm going to have to say it's got to go to Sheridan Zimmerman tonight, as Zimmerman with a lot of assists tonight to give Ripon players the opportunities to get the kills, and also a good job defensively in the third, fourth, and fifth sets by the Tigers to be able to pull this one out tonight. So things were looking a little bleak there in the first and second sets, but Ripon comes back in the third and fourth and fifth sets to win it. Tomorrow, Friday night, rounds out the Ripon High School homecoming week activities, sporting events anyway. The Ripon High School football team will host the Waupun Warriors at Ingalls Field with kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. For those of you unable to make it to the game, you can catch all the action on the Ripon channel, YouTube channel, the YouTube stream, or on 93.1 FM and 1600 AM, your hometown station, The Wave. And don't forget to catch the pancake breakfast tomorrow morning at Ripon High School Commons. That'll be from 6:30 to 8:30. Cost of that is $5 for adults, $3 for the young ones. I'm not sure what age is the cutoff there, but go and enjoy the pancake breakfast. I've been there the last few years, except last year, of course, because of COVID, but it's always a good time and helps support things at the school. My next broadcast of Ripon High School girls volleyball on Ripon Sports Live YouTube stream will be next week Tuesday, with the varsity match scheduled to begin at about 6:30 as the Tigers travel to Palmyra Eagle High School. I hopefully will get down there early enough so that we can broadcast the video anyway of the JV game and the JV 1 game. And then we'll have the play-by-play for you of the varsity game following that. So, once again, final score tonight from Berlin High School. Ripon wins 3-2. I'm Bruce Lang saying good night, everybody. Stay safe, and hope to see everybody at homecoming tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, and stay Tiger proud. Thank you for joining today's presentation of Ripon Tiger Sports, brought to you by Schmidt Lumber, buy where the builders buy, the Diedrich Agency, Ace Hardware in Ripon and Wautoma, Edward Jones, Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics, Butsy March and Funeral Home, Fortify Bank, Fusion Heating, Webster's Marketplace, Walsworth, Alliance Laundry Systems, Pastimes Pub and Grill, Cliff's Tire and Battery, Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery, Lamer's Bus Lines, The Heidel House, Hillside Dental Associates, MPB Builders, Ripon Area School District, AirTech, American Family Insurance, Smuckers, Mutual Rural Insurance, Horicon Bank, and 93.1 FM and 1600 AM, The Wave, your hometown station.